You're drinking water wrong, and it's slowly destroying your body from the inside out. I know what you're thinking. How can I drink water wrong? It's just water. But here's the terrifying truth. Millions of people are dehydrating themselves more by drinking water the wrong way. In the next 15 minutes, I'm going to show you the shocking science behind why your water isn't actually hydrating you, the hidden danger lurking in your salt shaker, and the simple fix that changed everything for thousands of people. But first, you need to understand something that doctors rarely tell you about the second most vital element for human survival. Let me start with a question that sounds simple, but reveals everything. What are the most vital elements needed for human life? Number 1 is oxygen. No surprise there. You can survive approximately 3 minutes without oxygen before brain damage occurs. Number 2 is water. And here's where it gets interesting. You can actually survive about 2 weeks without water. Some people in extreme survival situations have even lasted longer. Think about it. Where there's no water, you don't find human civilization. Water isn't just important, it's the foundation of all life on Earth. But here's what most people don't know. Water alone isn't enough. You need 2 more critical elements to make water actually work in your body. Number 3 is sodium. This is the element that allows water to enter your cells. And number 4 is potassium. This maintains the delicate balance that keeps you alive. These 4 elements work together in a symphony. Remove one and the entire system collapses. And right now, millions of people are unknowingly disrupting this symphony every single day. Here's something that sounds impossible. You can drink 8 glasses of water a day and still be severely dehydrated. Dr. Barbara O'Neill, one of the world's leading holistic health experts with decades of clinical experience, discovered this pattern after treating thousands of patients who all complained about the same mysterious symptoms. They would come into her office saying, "I don't like water, so I barely drink it. When I drink water, my feet and ankles swell up. I'm drinking more water than ever, but now I'm running to the bathroom every 30 minutes." And they all shared these common complaints. Crushing fatigue that sleep doesn't fix, brain fog that makes thinking feel like wading through mud, swollen feet and ankles, especially by evening, constant bathroom trips that disrupt their entire day, persistent headaches that painkillers barely touch, joint pain that makes movement difficult. When Dr. O'Neill asked them about their water intake, they were often drinking plenty of water. Some were even drinking more than the recommended 8 glasses a day. So what was going on? That's when she made a discovery that changed everything. The water wasn't getting into their cells, it was just passing through their body like a river through a canyon, never actually hydrating where it mattered most.
Think about it. If you're drinking water all day, but running to the bathroom every 30 minutes, that water isn't staying in your body. It's literally going in one end and out the other. This is your body screaming at you that something is fundamentally wrong with how you're hydrating. And those swollen feet? That's not from too much water. It's from the wrong kind of salt.
You see, there's a massive difference between drinking water and actually hydrating your cells. Most people are doing the first without achieving the second. But why? Why would water, the second most vital element for human life, fail to do its job? The answer lies in something sitting in your kitchen right now, something you've been told to avoid your entire life. Something that could be slowly poisoning you.
Salt.
You've been told it's the enemy, that it causes high blood pressure, heart disease, stroke, that you should avoid it at all costs. The American Heart Association recommends no more than 2,300 milligrams of sodium per day. Many doctors tell their patients to cut salt completely. But what if I told you that the right kind of salt is actually the key to proper hydration? And that avoiding salt altogether is one of the worst things you can do to your body? Here's where it gets interesting. There are 2 types of salt, and understanding the difference could literally save your life. Let's start with what you probably have in your kitchen right now: table salt. Table salt is a chemical disaster created in industrial facilities. Here's the process they don't advertise on the label. Step 1. They evaporate seawater and scoop up only the first crystals that form, pure sodium chloride. Step 2. They bleach these crystals white because consumers think white equals pure. Step 3. They add aluminum compounds so it flows freely and doesn't clump. Step 4. They sometimes add iodine, which sounds healthy, but in an isolated, synthetic form. What started as seawater with 92 different minerals becomes a product with only 2 minerals, sodium and chloride. Here's something shocking. If you were to inject pure sodium chloride directly into your bloodstream in high concentrations, you would die. That's how harsh and unbalanced these 2 isolated minerals are without their companion minerals. Now let me show you what happens inside your body at the cellular level. Every single cell in your body, and you have about 37 trillion of them, has a delicate balance. Inside the cell, high concentration of potassium. Outside the cell, high concentration of sodium. In the cell membrane, there are millions of tiny pumps called sodium-potassium pumps. These pumps work 24/7, using energy to maintain this balance. They pump 3 sodium ions out. They pump 2 potassium ions in. This creates an electrical charge across the membrane. This charge is literally the electricity that powers your life. Think of each cell like a tiny battery. The sodium-potassium pump maintains the charge. In fact, 30% of all your body's energy goes to powering these pumps. But here's the crisis happening in modern society. People are consuming massive amounts of table salt, isolated sodium chloride, on everything they eat. It's hidden in processed foods, restaurant meals, fast food, snacks, and condiments. Meanwhile, they're not eating enough fruits and vegetables, the primary sources of potassium. So what happens? Sodium levels in the blood rise. Potassium levels drop. The sodium-potassium pumps can't keep up. Sodium starts flooding into cells where it shouldn't be. Water follows the sodium due to osmosis. Cells swell with excess fluid. And what do we call swollen cells throughout your body? High blood pressure. So yes, your doctor is absolutely right. Table salt does contribute to high blood pressure, but not because salt itself is inherently bad. It's because you're consuming a chemically altered, mineral-depleted version of salt that your body doesn't recognize as food. Now let me show you what real salt looks like. Natural seawater is one of the most mineral-rich substances on Earth. It contains 92 different minerals and trace elements, nearly every mineral your body needs to function. Of those 92 minerals, approximately 30% is sodium, 50% is chloride, and the remaining 20% is a complex symphony of other essential minerals. This includes magnesium, critical for 300+ bodily functions, calcium, for bones and cellular signaling, potassium, for cellular balance, sulfur, for detoxification, zinc, for immune function, iron, for oxygen transport, selenium, for thyroid function, and 85 other trace minerals. Let's compare. Table salt, 2 minerals, bleached white, contains aluminum, completely dry and chemically processed. Celtic sea salt, 82 minerals, natural gray color, no additives, slightly moist, hand harvested. Himalayan salt, 75 minerals, natural pink color, no additives, dry but unprocessed, mined from ancient seabeds.
This is the game changer that most people never learn. Celtic sea salt contains 82 minerals. Himalayan salt has about 75. Compare that to table salt's 2 minerals, and you start to understand why your body has been crying out for proper nutrition. These minerals don't just add flavor. They're the keys that unlock your cells and allow water to actually get inside where it's needed.
But Celtic sea salt has something even more powerful that makes it superior for hydration. 3 types of magnesium: magnesium chloride, magnesium bromide, magnesium sulfate. Here's why this matters. Magnesium is a water-hungry molecule. At the molecular level, magnesium has a strong affinity for water molecules. It literally attracts and binds to water. This is why Celtic sea salt is always slightly moist to the touch, especially after humid weather or rain. Those 3 magnesiums are actively absorbing moisture from the air around them. And when you consume Celtic sea salt, here's the magic that happens inside your body. Step 1. You place a crystal of Celtic sea salt on your tongue. Step 2. Your mucous membranes, which are highly absorbent, immediately start absorbing the minerals. Step 3. The minerals enter your bloodstream within seconds. Step 4. The magnesium travels to your cell membranes. Step 5. You drink water. Step 6. The magnesium acts like a magnet, pulling that water through the cell membrane and into the cell. Step 7. True cellular hydration occurs. This is the fastest, most effective way to hydrate your body at the cellular level. Not just drinking water, but drinking water with the mineral keys that unlock your cells. There's a French doctor named Dr. Jacques Delangre who wrote an entire book on salt called Sea Salt's Hidden Powers. He made a remarkable discovery in his practice. When patients came to him with high blood pressure, instead of telling them to avoid salt, he put them on Celtic Sea Salt, and their blood pressure normalized. Why? Because their bodies were finally getting the full spectrum of minerals needed to maintain proper cellular balance. The sodium wasn't isolated. It was buffered and balanced by 81 other minerals. Okay, so now you understand the problem. Let me give you the solution, the exact protocol that has transformed thousands of lives.
This protocol is simple, but it's powerful. I want you to follow these steps exactly as I lay them out. This isn't just about drinking more water. It's about drinking water in a way that your body can actually use. Pay close attention to the timing and the amounts, because that's where most people go wrong and why they end up running to the bathroom all day.
Step 1. Get the right salt. First, you need to invest in proper salt. I recommend first choice, Celtic Sea Salt. Contains 82 minerals, has the 3 magnesiums for superior hydration. Slightly moist texture, gray color indicates mineral content. Second choice, Himalayan pink salt. Contains 75 minerals, more widely available, easier to find in most stores. Pink color from iron content. Yes, these cost more than table salt. A bag of Celtic Sea Salt might cost $8 to $15, compared to $1 for table salt. But here's how I want you to think about this. You're not buying seasoning, you're buying medicine. You're buying the mineral keys that unlock cellular hydration. A bag of Celtic Sea Salt will last you months. That's pennies per day for something that could transform your health. Step 2. The crystal method. This is the technique that changes everything. Before every glass of water, you're going to place a small crystal of Celtic Sea Salt on your tongue. How big should the crystal be? If you have high blood pressure, start small, about the size of a sesame seed. Your body is likely sodium sensitive from years of table salt abuse, so start conservatively. If you have normal blood pressure, about 3 sesame seed-sized crystals, or 1 small pinch. Place it on your tongue and let it dissolve for 10 to 15 seconds. Don't swallow it immediately. Your tongue and mucous membranes are incredibly absorbent. They'll start pulling in those minerals right away. As the salt dissolves, sodium is absorbed, potassium is absorbed, magnesium is absorbed. This is the key player. All other trace minerals enter your system. The magnesium travels through your bloodstream to your cell membranes, where it positions itself like a doorman, ready to escort water inside. Now you drink your water, and the magnesium pulls that water into your cells like a magnet. Step 3. Sip, don't chug. This is critical, and it's where most people sabotage their hydration efforts. Don't drink a full glass of water at once. I know this goes against what you've been told, but hear me out. Think about how nature delivers water to plants and soil. Does it come in one massive flood? No. It comes as gentle rain, little by little, allowing the soil to absorb it gradually. When there's a torrential downpour, what happens? Your body works the same way. When you chug a huge amount of water at once, it overwhelms your digestive system. Your kidneys can't process it efficiently. Most of it goes straight to your bladder. You don't actually hydrate your cells. You end up in the bathroom 20 minutes later. Instead, do this. Take your salt crystal, drink half a glass of water, 4 ounces, wait 10 to 15 minutes, drink another half glass, wait 10 to 15 minutes, repeat throughout the day. Here's what a proper hydration day looks like. 7 a.m. Salt crystal plus half glass of water. 7:15 a.m. Another half glass. 8 a.m. Salt crystal plus half glass. 8:15 a.m. Another half glass. Continue this pattern throughout the day. Remember, sodium and potassium work together like dance partners. You can't have one without the other. You need approximately 4,700 milligrams of potassium every single day. That's a lot. And most people get less than half of that. Where do you get it? Leafy greens, per cup. Spinach, Swiss chard, beet greens. Fruits, avocado, bananas, and oranges. Vegetables, sweet potato, tomato, and broccoli. Legumes, white beans and lentils. To hit 4,700 milligrams, you need to eat approximately 7 to 10 cups of vegetables and leafy greens, 2 to 3 servings of fruit, 1 serving of legumes or beans. This is why a whole food, plant-rich diet is so crucial for hydration. You can't supplement your way out of a bad diet. The potassium in whole foods comes packaged with fiber, vitamins, and other minerals that work synergistically. Now let me show you what's stealing your hydration and minerals without you even knowing it. These are the hidden saboteurs that undermine even the best hydration efforts. Hydration thief number 1, refined carbohydrates and sugar. Every time you eat refined carbs or sugar, here's what happens in your body. Your blood sugar spikes, insulin is released. Insulin causes your kidneys to retain sodium, but it causes you to excrete potassium, magnesium, and calcium. Your cellular balance is disrupted. Your cells become more dehydrated. The worst offenders? Soda and sweetened beverages, white bread and pasta, candy and desserts, processed snacks, and breakfast cereals. Hydration thief number 2, diuretic medications. Millions of people take diuretic medications for high blood pressure or heart conditions. These drugs force you to urinate more, which depletes sodium, potassium, this is the dangerous one, magnesium, calcium, and other essential minerals. If you're on diuretics, you must work with your doctor to monitor your electrolyte levels and potentially supplement. Low potassium from diuretics can cause dangerous heart arrhythmias, severe muscle weakness, and confusion and mental fog. Hydration thief number 3, chronic stress. When you're under chronic stress, your adrenal glands pump out cortisol. High cortisol levels deplete magnesium rapidly, disrupt sodium-potassium balance, increase water retention in some areas, cause dehydration in others, create that wired but tired feeling. This is why stress management isn't optional. It's essential for proper hydration. Hydration thief number 4, hidden MSG. Monosodium glutamate, MSG, is hidden in thousands of processed foods under dozens of different names. Natural flavors, yeast extract, hydrolyzed protein, autolyzed yeast, textured protein. When you consume MSG, it depletes potassium rapidly, causes massive fluid retention, creates that puffy feeling the next day, and can trigger headaches and brain fog. The fix? Increase potassium intake immediately to push out the excess sodium. Eat a large salad with avocado or drink fresh vegetable juice. Hydration thief number 5, excessive water intake without minerals. Yes, you can drink too much water, especially if you're not taking minerals with it. This causes a dangerous condition called hyponatremia, low sodium levels. Early symptoms: nausea and vomiting, headache, confusion, and fatigue. Some severe symptoms can include brain swelling, seizures, loss of consciousness, coma, or even death. This is most common in endurance athletes who drink too much plain water, people doing extreme water fasting, those following bad detox advice to drink gallons of water. The key is balance. Water plus minerals equals proper hydration. Water alone equals potential danger. Now let me take you on a journey through your body to show you exactly how dehydration affects every major system. This is where it all comes together. The mouth. In chronic dehydration, your body does something counterintuitive. It produces too much saliva. Why? Your body is trying to pre-digest food with extra saliva because it knows there won't be enough water further down the digestive tract. It's a survival mechanism. The stomach. Your stomach has a thick mucus lining that protects it from the hydrochloric acid used to digest food. This lining is 99% water. In dehydration, the mucus lining thins out. Your stomach acid can reach the stomach wall. Ulcers can form, and digestive problems multiply. But here's something fascinating. When you drink water with a meal, you dilute your stomach acid, which reduces its antibacterial properties, allows harmful bacteria like H. pylori to survive, and compromises protein digestion. The solution? Drink water 30 minutes before meals or 2 hours after, not during. The pancreas. Your pancreas releases insulin and glucagon for blood sugar control and digestive enzymes to break down the food. All of these are made from water. In dehydration, insulin production decreases, blood sugar regulation fails, digestive enzymes are insufficient, and you can't properly digest fats, proteins, or carbs. This is one reason why chronic dehydration is a contributing factor to type 2 diabetes. The brain. Your brain is 75% water. In dehydration, brain cells literally shrink, headaches become more common, cognitive function declines, memory problems develop, negative thought patterns intensify, and depression and anxiety worsen. Studies show that just 2% dehydration can impair cognitive performance by up to 20%. The joints. Around every joint in your body is synovial fluid. It's 99% water. This fluid lubricates your joints, cushions impacts, and allows smooth movement. In dehydration, synovial fluid decreases, joints become stiff and painful, arthritis symptoms worsen, and movement becomes difficult. Many people diagnosed with arthritis are actually just chronically dehydrated. The eyes. Your eyeball moves in a socket filled with fluid. In dehydration, eye movement becomes uncomfortable. Dry eyes develop, vision can become blurry, and eye strain increases. The lungs. At the end of every bronchial tube in your lungs are tiny air sacs called alveoli. This is where oxygen enters your blood and carbon dioxide is removed. In each alveolus is a minuscule droplet of water. This droplet creates surface tension, allows the alveolus to collapse when you exhale, pushes out carbon dioxide, and allows full oxygen intake on the next breath. In dehydration, the water droplet is insufficient. The alveolus doesn't fully collapse, carbon dioxide isn't fully expelled, oxygen intake is reduced, and you can't breathe as deeply. This is why dehydrated people often feel short of breath or can't take deep, satisfying breaths. The blood. Your blood should be thin and fluid so your heart can pump it easily. In dehydration, blood becomes thick and sludgy. Your heart has to work harder, blood pressure increases, circulation to extremities decreases, and you feel cold, especially in hands and feet. The kidneys. Your kidneys filter your entire blood supply about 40 times per day. They need thin, fluid blood to filter efficiently. In dehydration, filtration becomes difficult, toxins build up, kidney stones can form, and kidney function declines. You see, water isn't just important for one system, it's critical for every system. Your body is an interconnected web, and water is the foundation of it all. When you implement this hydration protocol correctly, Celtic sea salt, the crystal method, sipping throughout the day, and eating potassium-rich foods, here's what people report within just 2 to 4 weeks. Energy levels skyrocket. No more afternoon crashes. Brain fog completely clears. Mental clarity returns. Chronic headaches disappear, often within days. Joint pain reduces dramatically. Movement becomes easy again. Skin becomes hydrated and glowing. People notice the difference. Blood pressure normalizes, often reducing medication needs. Bathroom trips become normal, not excessive anymore. Sleep quality improves. Deeper, more restorative sleep. Mood stabilizes. Less anxiety and depression. Digestion improves. Bloating and constipation resolve. Weight loss occurs. Excess water weight drops off. Athletic performance increases, better endurance and recovery. Why does all of this happen? Because for the first time in years, maybe decades, your cells are actually getting the water and minerals they desperately need. And when your cells are properly hydrated, your brain functions at peak capacity. Your heart pumps efficiently with less effort. Your kidneys filter toxins effectively. Your joints move smoothly without pain. Your digestive system processes food properly. Your immune system fights off threats. Your entire body operates the way it was designed to. This isn't about adding another supplement or following another complicated protocol. This is about giving your body the two most fundamental things it needs: water and minerals.
So here's my challenge to you. Try this protocol for just 30 days. Get Celtic Sea Salt, use the crystal method before every glass of water, sip slowly throughout the day, and eat more potassium-rich vegetables. Track how you feel. Write it down. I promise you, this simple change will transform your health in ways you never thought possible. And when you see the results, share this information with someone you love.
But only if you drink it correctly. Remember, you can go 3 minutes without oxygen, 2 weeks without water, but you can't go a single day without proper hydration at the cellular level. If this video opened your eyes to something you've been doing wrong your entire life, share it with someone you love. This information could literally save their life. Drop a comment below and tell me, have you been experiencing any of the dehydration symptoms we talked about? Are you going to try the Celtic Sea Salt method? And if you want more life-changing health information like this, subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell. We're going to dive deep into topics that mainstream medicine doesn't want you to know about. Stay hydrated, stay healthy, stay informed. And remember, it's not just about drinking water. It's about drinking water the right way, with the mineral keys that unlock your cells and give you the vibrant health you deserve. Your body is not broken. It's just been missing the right information.